incredibly feckin' jealous of this gorgeous house, which we'll get onto. But I'm thinking back when I knew you growing up. Like, there's a bunch of people around, and as I said before, I think to you, like Dave Caffrey, you know, he always seemed to love film. Stephen Hackett loved his bulbs, so he always was drawn to Solace and all that. I just wondered, was there any part of your brain said, geez, I love the old phones?
No, not at all. I started off in insurance for 4 years, which I absolutely hated. Right. And then I went away for a while and came back, and I came back from America, and I did an intensive computer networking course, and it all started from there.
And this idea that you know, April 2010, you started out from your spare bedroom. The following month, you get your first customer. Did you kind of realise then that this is where the world is headed, that we're going to the cloud, that communications are going to change rapidly over the next 10 years?
I did know it was going to change. I was a customer of another cloud telecoms provider at home. So I realised how powerful this technology was, and then we went out and started the business, but we focused on business customers. So rather than the residential side, we went business to business, and that's the path we've taken from that since then.
I feel I'm getting older by the day, because when I try to keep up with technology, it just slightly kind of leaves me baffled. Was there any part of you kind of finding it hard to get your feet on the ground here, because it seems to move so fast, but maybe it's all logical and it is all organic?
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I enjoy it, so right. that sort of work, it doesn't frighten me so much, so I find it exciting. And the key is we do the work in the cloud in the background, so our customers don't have to worry about it. It's not a technology thing from the customer's point of view. That's our problem.
Well, that's it. I think if at the other end, you know, you just get a happy ending, as it were, like a happy moment, that it all adds up. I'm trying to think of the growth. It seems to me that it always just seemed to be doing well. Like, it always seems to be just slightly growing. Or was there any kind of dark nights?
Well,
or any...
at the start, when you start anything, it's a risk. You're taking a chance on it. So there was never any guarantee it was going to work. Obviously hopeful that it would, but yeah, the first couple of years are stressful, you know, until you can build up a customer base and you're making enough money to survive. It is stressful. But then when you get past a certain point and you see it's going well, that dissipates a little bit, you know, and it's not as worrying.
I'm guessing moving from your bedroom to the stables was a big move, and then moving to Church Road and having that lovely office up above Paddy Powers, and now even more so having this lovely building down here on just by the harbour. Was there any point you sort of said to yourself, this works, or, you know, you and Deirdre sort of sat down and said, you know what, this is all good, we're on the right track?
Look, once, you know, started off in a spare bedroom, you moved to an office, that's a big step. Yeah. And then after that, you sort of move into different offices, hiring more people. Hiring people is always the thing, you know, because you're taking on responsibility as well. When you give someone a job, you know, they're doing a great job, the responsibility comes with that. And then we kept taking more space and hiring more people, but the big decision was moving down here. Right. So you look back 6 months later and go, it was the best decision I ever made. But when you're actually making it and you got to sign the papers and you're making that leap of faith, you know, that can be a bit stressful. But that didn't last long. And
we should say to people, this isn't a place you found to rent. That you realise I could actually, you know, buy this and have a proper HQ that I don't have to worry about for the future. Will be just...
Yeah, I mean, there's 7 of us now. We've loads of room. You know, we could accommodate the same again if we had to.
Well, of course, when you say the 7 of you, and COVID changed a lot of people's work patterns, and that is something that obviously you guys had to address, and it does seem to have sort of fit in with exactly what you were doing to begin with.
We were very lucky that, you know, the service we provide is cloud-based telecom, so by definition the day we had to shut down the office and send everyone home, they were up and running by the time they got home. That's what we do. So we've been lucky throughout the last couple of years, which have been difficult for a lot of people, but in terms of the business and the services we offer something that helps people deal with that, particularly moving their offices to home or wherever else and working hybrid now. So our guys now do 2 days a week in the office, and they're still doing 3 days from home.
Right.
And that just suits their balance, and it works fine for us, so we're happy to do that.
And just from your customer point of view, I'm guessing that shifted a lot of their kind of needs, and I think it's probably changed forever for a lot of them. They just realise, well, there's a hybrid here that works for...
Well, the good thing about, I mean, we provide cloud-based telecoms, it's cloud-based everything. So people, whether their HR packages, their finance packages, so all the things that people used to be tied to in their office to run a business really they're not tied to them anymore.
Right.
So yeah, it has changed, and people can work in that way. But I do want to make the point that people think it's great, I can work from home. The experience is people don't want to work from home all the time. They want a bit of both.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, there's a lot of people there unhappy in their relationships. They really need to get out of the house for a few hours a day at least. Do you? I don't know if you see that there's an inevitable kind of, you know, journey here that's going to happen, that there will be, you know, more people being able to live in a tree in the wilds of West Cork and run an office at the same time.
No, I think it's happened already. Really.
Right.
I don't think things will ever be the same. It's not going to go to every single person never going to an office ever again and doing whatever they want all the time, but the balance has changed. So people appreciate more what they can do. It's not about being tied to one location or tied to a desk. It's great to come in a couple of days a week, but it's also good to have that flexibility to work from somewhere else.
Now, I suppose I should wrap up by saying that you know, I've known you for a long time, and certainly just noticing how you run Goldfish and just how it seems, you know, Matthew, everyone that seems to work here just seems to be happy, and that bugs the crap out of me, because I'm a grumpy person, and I kind of bang heads with everybody every day. And I just think, how the hell are Gordon and Deirdre doing this? Did it all sort of feel right from the start, or did you get to a good point where you realised I'm happy now, I know what I'm doing? And
one condition I set myself when I decided to start the business was I wasn't going to commute anymore. So wherever I ended up, it was going to be local, and that changed everything. So if you don't have to do the traffic, you don't have to do the commute, and you can stay somewhere you like and work there, happy days.
I'm at home, I'm very grumpy still though.
Yeah, so. I know, that's you.